I got you on this one, Coach. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fanatic. Where we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina. Upstate, A64. Yeah. The FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I see. I love the fans like they part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Come rock with me. We got it jumping like it's that valley. I call my dogs out the pound, let's go eat. Turn on the fanatic, let's have a debate. Who really hold down the southeast from state to state? What team hungry gon' eat everything up off they plate? Who the next one that's really gon' step up and be great? Yeah, the FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I see. I love the fans like they part of my team. Yeah, part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Yeah. Don't forget to smash that like button. Comment, subscribe, all that. The fanatic. Yeah.
Welcome into the Fanatic Sports Channel for sports fans by sports fans. This is your boy Coach I with my dogs at.
Championship week,
man,
baby.
we back after a hiatus, man. We got a couple of games to go over and a big one coming up. I'm here with all my boys. It's the Fanatic Football Live presented by the Johnson Development Group and the Tailgate Kings. Before we get into these games, I'm gonna pass the mic to my boy JV so he can tell the people about what's going on this weekend. Tell them what's up, JV.
Hey man, city of Atlanta, man. We the epicenter of college football. 4 p.m. We got the number 1 Georgia Bulldogs taking on the number 3 Alabama Crimson Tide. And what we gonna do, man? We gonna beat the brakes off the city. We are ready to party. We are having the Mega Gate, man. This is the 3rd installation of Mega Gate. We've always had a wonderful time. Me and my brothers have always come out, been able to experience it. So what we're doing now, rest of the week, we are running a promotion on the Mega Gate. Each ticket sale comes with unlimited beverages and a hamburger or hot dog plate. Get your tickets, people. We have an amazing time. We're right across the street, literally about 150 yards away from the dome. We are at ground zero for excitement for this momentous matchup. So let's get it. We got Mega Gate 2021. We got dogs. We got Bama. Let's go ahead and have this thing. Let's have a great time, man. Where them dogs at?
There you go. Mega Gate presented by the Tailgate Kings. Get out there and get your tickets. All right, what's going on, man? Let everybody say what's up. What's going on over there, C8?
Man, I'll be honest with you, man. It's Thad Parker season, baby. It's about these 3 games. We in line for everything we ever wanted, and I can't complain. I'm excited, and it's time for the rubber to meet the road, baby. So here we go.
That's right. Speaking of what's going on down there, birthday boy Shawty Parker, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, once again, I'm always happy to be here, man. I don't know about anyone else. I guess because it's the first time for all of us, man. Being 11-0, it just feels so good. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to describe it.
12-0.
You know what I mean? 12-0, my bad. 12-0. You know what I'm saying? And beat up on Georgia Tech to finish it off. And, normally when you beat up on Georgia Tech, it's kind of wind down toward the end of the year. But to know that you possibly have three games left, man, I mean, it's amazing, man. It's just a feeling I really can't describe. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, man. With that said, for those out there wondering why we didn't do no show last week, we didn't have the energy or want to spend it on the trade school in downtown Atlanta because we knew what was up. With that said, how you feeling over there, E-Rob?
Man, it's championship week. My dog's 12-0. We just stomped out the nerd. I'm in a great mood. My boy JB finna crank up the tailgate. Atlanta. If you know like I know, you're gonna be down there. What is it, Mitchell Road?
It's 550 Mitchell Street, Southwest, Atlanta, Georgia.
If you know like I know, that's where you'll be on Saturday when we do what we do.
That's right. That's right. We coming off a huge goose egg shutout of the Nerd Herd, like we supposed to do every year.
I like that. The Nerd Herd. How do you spell
I don't like them nerds.
S-H-I-T.
What you do with that I?
Got it.
What you do with that T?
Cross it.
Cross it with a stream of piss.
Now we looking at that Crimson Tide, you know what I'm saying, right in their face, like my boy CA would say, they up next on deck, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into it today, talk about what we think going to happen this week. So we got, I think injury-wise, let's go over injury. I think Chris Smith didn't play, our safety. He didn't play last week against Tech. I don't think it's serious. I think we was just holding him out. He should be back. I don't think Milton will be back, but I think we're good in the running back room. I'm trying to think if anybody else got hurt last. Oh, Kearis Jackson suffered an injury, but it was, I think Kirby said he should be straight this weekend. It was on one of the punt returns. So with that said, man, what we looking like? What you thinking, Thad? Go ahead, E. What's up?
Now I'm just saying, number one, that's what I saw when we talk about injuries. That's what I saw on that field.
It was good to see. Matter of fact, in the last 2 weeks, against Charleston Southern, Dominic Blaylock got out there for a couple of plays and made a catch. So he working himself back in the rotation. And George Pickens got out there last week against Tech and made a catch, actually. You know, he played a couple of snaps. They say he's been looking good in practice, man. So who knows what we got in store. With the offensive side, what you seeing, Thad? What you thinking our offense versus that defense, man? I mean, how you feeling?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I always say, I think styles make matchups. I truly think this is gonna be a tough game. I don't see, even as great as our defense play, I don't know if our offense is going to be able to capitalize as much off of this particular team. I do see us being able to score points.
Yeah.
But once again, just with the matchup, I think it's going to be a very tough game. Now, I do like that we are getting healthier. That's the most important thing. That we can go into this particular game at more strength than that we have had in the past. So I do like the offense. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, like I've been saying all year. This is just, for me, this is our barometer. I don't really know where we are until we play this game. I'm just being honest with you. I don't really know where our offense is until we play this game. After this, I can tell you we can go left, right, down, or up. But until then, it's just been kind of like, we just been going through the motion. Maybe that wasn't the right choice of words, but once again, barometer is the choice of words I want to use.
Okay. E-Rob, you see anything from their defense that you have concerns about, going against our offense? Like I know Will Anderson is the obvious thing, we got to block that dude.
I mean, you took the words out, 31, get him blocked. You get him blocked, you got a chance. I mean, everywhere else, I think that there are opportunities to make plays. They're really not, as dominant as they normally are in that front seven. They're good. Of course, they have good athletes. That's obvious. But they're just, I've watched them play a couple of times. They're just not as dominant. So there are opportunities. I think that, we're going to take advantage of those opportunities on Saturday.
I think you're right. And I think James Cook is going to be big because, like you said, I don't think their linebackers are typical Alabama linebackers. So, anytime we split them out, either they got to play zone or they got to put a linebacker on James Cook, and that's not going to be a good matchup for them. JV, how you thinking the tight end's going to play in to this weekend? We got two studs out there. You know what I'm saying?
Look, where I'm getting ready to go immediately. Let's talk about Mr. Brock Bowles, man, Mr. Fofo himself. I don't think that they have a linebacker that can really jump out there on the field and guard not just Brock Bowers, but guard the plethora of talents that's going to be attacking them all at one time. So that's what the difference is. You might have a Brock Bowers on the field, or you may have a James Cook. But if you have a James Cook and a Brock Bowers, and then you have some adequacy out of the receivers, I mean, Mitchell, man, he's been handling this business all year long while the big guys have been gone. Now you got guys returning. We have weapons. We have weapons on that field that everybody has to account for. I don't see them being able to stop us whatsoever. Now, with that being said, will they be able to slow us down? Alabama has Joes. When you got Joes, you got a chance. Yep. So I see them running a lot of the same schemes up front that we run right now with the Dogs. They run that defensive loop through the middle, through the A-gap type of stunt. They run all those type. And that's the great thing about that is we see it all the time and we see it every day. They do too, but I think we got more Joes. So at the end of the day, I still got us putting us up. I got us beating them by at least 8 points, bro.
Hold that, B.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to it, but yeah, I'm
let them know.
I'm saying it early.
Let them know, B.
I'm with you. CA, Alabama defense ain't the traditional ones, but they have been pretty decent against the run. And our offense, even though we not old school Georgia where we always gotta have a run, it is a balanced offense. You think that causes any problems if we can't get off to a good start on the ground?
It won't be good for us. I think Alabama is going to sell out to stop the run game. I think that would be wise of them to do so, to try to force us into what no one has seen and everybody wants to know. The same thing Thad wants to know. I mean, we all are trying to figure out what are we going to look like when, someone puts us in that position and we have to throw the ball consistently. So I feel like Alabama will be that opponent that's going to do their best to force our hand and try to eliminate the run game. It's not going to be easy. I do feel like the offensive line, even though we've had a lot of mix as far as injury and rotation, I do feel like we're stronger than their defensive line. I don't think, when I compare Alabama, the only thing I can compare it to is last year's team. And that's not fair to Alabama or really anybody, but I know that's not who we're facing. That being the case, we got a shot. I think my offensive line is just as strong or if not better than what they've seen at any point this season. And, we're not even talking about the other side of the ball yet. So I do feel like we're versatile enough. I agree with JV. The tight ends are going to be key because their linebackers can't keep up with our backs or our tight ends. So that's going to be an opportunity for us to make sure we're diverse. I think we got to be a little bit more lateral. We got to give a little bit more window dressing. But at the same time, execution is going to be important. So I don't want us to go out and try to trick ourselves too much. And, sometimes we just got to line up and figure this thing out. I want us to, let's take a whole quarter and let's just hit them in the mouth, if you ask me, because, to tenderize is one thing, but we'll also get a chance to establish, who's going to own the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be important.
Yeah, I agree with what all y'all said.
Hey, Coach.
Go ahead.
Before we switch point, just to stay on the offensive side of the ball, and I would say this to the rest of the panel. One thing that Stetson Bennett has done for us, he's done everything that we have asked him to do. It's only one thing that he has not done that we want him to do, and that's have to win a game for us.
Okay.
And hopefully, which has not happened, he may not have to do it, but that's the one thing that we want to see him do, is we have to win a game for us.
And if that comes up, I think it'll be because, like JV said, they're going to sell out to stop the run, which is going to make Brock Bowers, Darnell Washington, and like I said, James Cook really important in this game, because that'll be who Stetson is looking to go to if we have to resort to more passing than we want to pass. And if we're in that game, it's because on the other side of the ball, we're facing who I think Bryce Young's going to win the Heisman, all because of what he did last week against Auburn. That, he's been good all year. Let's not take that from him, but he had that 97-yard drive. They was salivating over it. He made the good throw at the end. So, but yet again, we're coming to a week, and this hour is getting on my nerves. Every week we play somebody that's supposed to be good. All you hear in the media is Georgia hasn't seen this. Georgia hasn't seen that. E-Rob, how you feeling about Georgia hasn't seen? And we haven't seen a quarterback as good as Bryce Young. We haven't seen a receiver as fast as Jamison. How you feeling about the matchup? Defense, our defense versus their offense. We know what our front seven can do. Do you feel like their offense can get the ball out quick enough on a consistent basis to test our secondary?
That's the thing, Coach. I believe they're gonna make some plays. There will be plays to be made. They will make plays on Saturday. I just do not believe. I do not think that they can consistently make enough plays to win the game on Saturday. It's gonna be great. Number one is fast. He's probably gonna run past, I hope, but it doesn't matter if the quarterback's on his back or if he's running for his life, or if he, and after what, dude. I watched their offensive line. This is not the same. You're just looking at the uniform. This is not the same player. Auburn got pressure on them. Well, if Auburn can get pressure on them, I just feel like it's going to be a long night.
Okay. What you thinking we got to focus on more, JV, on their offense? Because I think they running backs, they only really got one guy, and I don't even know if he 100%. You feel like, what I'm saying, if they just go straight up West Coast, throw it around the field, it's gonna be a problem for
us? No, I don't. And I'm looking at the fact that these guys, like he just said, their offense is not the Alabama offense that we've been used to seeing. Their O-line most definitely is not. I've never seen an O-line get from Alabama pretty much get spanked like they did against Auburn. And people can say what they want to. At this point in the season, you are who you are. You got who you got. And if you see that kind of pressure being put on them by an Auburn team that's not great but not terrible, you cannot sit here and equate that to, oh, well, it's just an in-state rivalry. No, you just aren't as good as you think you are or as good as you've been. So to the points that he made, I think that if we put the same defense on the field that we've seen every single game this year, their offensive line isn't as good. Yes, they have some dynamic receivers. Listen, number 11, Minchie, both of them boys can ball. I'm not concerned with them killing us because, again, he's not going to have the time to be able to run a 30 and 40-yard crossing route to his people without having max protection. And if you have max protection, then of course we have additional defenders in the secondary. Like I said, I haven't even lost one wink of sleep worrying about us losing to Alabama.
Talk to him, B.
I'm letting them know that we coming. I done told my home state that we coming. Matter of fact, we here. They gotta come. So listen, I think we're gonna win. We're gonna win. It's no doubt in my mind. It's just what it is. Mm-hmm. That's right.
CA. So like I think either E or JV alluded to, they have been susceptible to pressure. I think Auburn blitzed like 50% of the time, something like we did against Clemson. Do you think we come out with that same mentality, that same game plan on Saturday? Like, go ahead and get after them right now, or do we come out kind of safe like we did against like Tennessee? When we played Tennessee, them first two drives, we came out kind of safe, like in a more basic package. And then after a while, we was like, all right, let's get after this dude. You know what I'm saying? How you feel like that? How you feel about how we're gonna come out Saturday?
I anticipate a very similar game plan because, initially we might not want to send pressure because we might want to see if we can win with that down 3 or that down 4. That might be enough. Now, the main thing we got to do is get that young kid off his spots. I'm going to take my senior defense against this freshman any day of the week. So I feel like the coach is going to give our players a chance to impact the game before we decide we need to bring any outside pressure or send N'Kobe up the middle. We might. I don't think we should do it early, because we don't want to show everything early. I do feel like that defense is deep enough to do it, though. We got enough players, to send pressure all night if Dan Lanning decides to do so. So that's going to be a problem for Alabama to figure out. But I think the main thing is to make sure we get the quarterback off the spot. We can't let this young kid stay comfortable in the pocket. I know he does well outside of the pocket, but that ain't been against us. So I want to see you do that against this Georgia defense. Try to see if you can complete passes outside of the pocket, running for your life, and then we'll go from there.
I see you nodding down there. You agree with that? We should just come out, like, see what our front folk can do at first? Or do you think we should just come out of the gates and get after them?
No, definitely not that, because, once again, I keep going back to the same thing, is that, we have seen throughout the year that, and this was any defense, but we have seen throughout the year, as great as our defense is, people still have had chances. There have been opportunities. but they haven't had, in my opinion, the skilled players and the playmakers that Alabama has. Because at the end of the day, this guy's he's a Heisman Trophy candidate for a reason.
Yeah.
And to go back to what CA was saying, is we got to get him off the spot. But even when we get him off his spot, the kid can run the ball. He's mobile. He's good rolling out of the pocket, making plays. You know what I'm saying? Extending plays. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate for a reason, once again. And I just don't think Kirby, matter of fact, I think Kirby is going to probably be a little bit more. I think he's had an easier game plan than any other game that he's ever had. He's going to have to go a little bit deeper into his bag just because, once again, the type of matchup that we have. We have to get pressure with 4, no more than 5, because putting those guys on the island, once again, everybody, well, I can't say everybody, I'm going to speak for myself. I think that the secondary is our weakest point of our team from a defensive standpoint. And I don't want to put those guys in that predicament if I don't have to.
I got you. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't know if I want to, because the first drive against Tennessee looked like they kind of went down the field a little bit easy. When we played Clemson, we didn't know Clemson wasn't going to have the offense that, that they've had in the past. I think Kirby assumed they was going to have that offense, and he came out from the door. He never sent more than 5, but we was able to get home, and he did, do some twists and stunts, send the Kobe here and there. Like, we came out the gate on them, and I think Kirby wanted to establish right then that you're not going to do any of that on us. So I'm kind of in the middle. I kind of see what y'all saying, but I'm like, I think they're going to make some plays. I think a big thing Saturday, we have to make sure there's no yak. There's no yards after the catch. Like, we can't be letting these crossing routes just, catch. That's going to be huge. And listen, one thing I can say Keely Ringo will do, he will take that PI. I like that. Like, don't give up the touchdown, dog. Take the PI. Like,
we've tackled well most of the year, though. I think we get a good tackling
like you were saying, my bad, CA. I don't think we're going to send more than 5. I don't think we're going to need to send more than 5. I think we're going to be able to get consistent pressure with 4 and 5.
We got to tackle in space. That's where Jameson lives. Absolutely. He's been living there all year. They give him a little slant or a skinny post or something, or a crossing route, and he catch it, and then he just outrun everybody. Like, man, we got to get that dude on the ground.
We're going to know what he is, Coach. Just trust me.
Hey, I'm going to trust you because you said we was going to know what Justin Ross is. We knew what Justin Ross was.
They're going to know what number 1 is. I don't know if they're going to know what no one else is. They're going to know what number 1 is every play.
So can we block them?
Yeah, number 1.
Can we block? I think Will Anderson is the person that we have to focus on.
Got to block him.
Like, I think we're gonna need to chip him. We might need to double him. That dude he's an animal. I don't feel like anybody else on their defensive line. I feel like they got some Joes. I just don't.
What about 92?
I feel like we can handle him one-on-one.
They got good players.
Yeah. I think he's good.
A bunch of good players.
Yeah, I think he's good. But I'm like, I feel like our offensive line has seen guys of actually better than him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Miles Murphy and Brzee for Clemson, I feel like those two dudes are better. I feel like 92 is good, but I feel like those two good dudes are better. And I feel like Will Anderson should be the focus. Like, that dude has gotten home on everybody.
One thing I gotta say, Coach, is everybody likes to use that analogy where you playing against the best defense every day. You practice against them every day. But also one thing people don't understand, you also get a familiarity with people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Tendencies.
So when you see somebody, you see another athlete who's just as good, but he do 1 or 2 things different, that change up the whole ball game because it's just different. You used to practicing against this guy every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know his tendencies. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying it's another side to that argument as well. That's all.
Yeah. I believe that. I'm just saying I'm not saying that because our offensive line goes against our defensive line. I was saying because in a 1-game scenario, they pretty much neutralized Miles Murphy and Brian Brzee. So I'm like, I don't feel like 92 is as good as either of those guys. I feel like Will Anderson is. That's why I say we're gonna have to chip Will Anderson. Like, they move him too. They move him. They don't just, like, he's not just on one side of the defense. Sometimes he comes through the middle. Sometimes he's on the right, the left. I think that's going to have to be accounted for. And we've shown here and there that we can get confused with a couple of twists and stunts here and there. So, but the good thing is we've seen Stetson get out of some trouble, you know, here and there. So that's going to be important. But if we can run the ball on them, that'll slow a lot of that pass rush down. So
we're going to run the ball on them. Let me just say that.
That's the thing. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I want to see.
That's
what I want to see.
I want to be smart about it.
That's what I want to see. Are we going to be able to run?
I want the attempts more than anything. You know, we can't be afraid to fail either. Like we can't just change because of who we are. We can't put that defense, who we think is number one, in jeopardy unnecessarily. You're
right about that.
I'm hoping we stick to the best case scenario, and that's what I really lean on Kirby. You know, that week to week theme plays good for me this week. You know, because it's all about whatever we got to do to win this game. Yeah, I don't need to beat them by 40, but we better win. You know, and if it requires getting up early or whatever and riding it out, do that. But you need to walk the dog and don't come sharp.
I'm with you.
I'm with you on that, because I feel like even if we ain't successful early running the ball, we need to keep doing it, because I feel like that's what got Michigan State ran out the building. They gave up on the run way too early. I'm like, bro, I think he's probably gonna win the Doak Walker Award. They only gave him the ball like 10 times the whole game.
They paired defense terrible though. I mean, they got worse. They were like 131 out of 132.
Hey, but the thing is, which is why they should have stuck with the run, so they could keep that horrible pass defense off the field.
They was giving up one hit of quitters though. When they looked up,
that's something we can't do. Like if when they score, it needs to be a drive. It don't need to be one of them.
Can't give up that one hit of quitters.
Can't do that.
No. Nope.
We haven't given up many drives all season. See, that's what we playing into. We haven't given up a lot of drives all season, so we want you to stay underneath. And if you can do it for more than 8-9 plays, you deserve whatever you get
on a consistent basis too. That's got to be more than just one time. You got
we're talking about all night long.
All night long, exactly. After a while, I think that depth that we referred to early on was starting to play. What's up, Thad?
But them Shaws
I was just thinking about what CA just said, just posing the question. That would be an interesting stat to find out, like, what's the average number of plays teams have had a drive on us on average? You know what I mean?
Man,
like 6 plays, 7 plays.
I know it's low. Exactly.
Yeah, it got to be low. It got to be low.
Yeah. And I mean, you gotta think, man. People get a lot of that.
And there've been a lot of drives. It's not like the defense don't play a lot of the game.
Yeah,
they just turning you on and getting you out of there.
Yeah, they punt 14 times in the game.
Exactly.
That's the stat.
How many punts have we returned?
It's gonna be interesting.
12 times in the game, bro.
Like I say, man, all I see is we ain't seen this type of offense, which we haven't, but they haven't seen this type of defense, which is also true.
That's what makes it interesting, man.
Exactly. That's what. Like
with the caliber of players, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like you said, I think Bryce Young is going to win the Heisman. So we're facing a Heisman winning quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I think so. Anyway, with two, I don't think neither one of these winning the Biletnikoff, but both of them dudes is real good, and that helped Auburn out a little bit.
They got a Heisman. We got a walk-on award with them. I'm just saying that's the difference in the quarterback. That's all.
You could have said they got a Heisman and we got a Davey O'Brien candidate.
I know, right?
He went to the other end of the spectrum. He went to the walk-on.
Hey, man, I don't want to take this show off the rails, because we went off the rails.
Yes, you do.
But what I'm saying, I had never heard of that award until last week.
The first time I heard of it was when Baker Mayfield won it. And I was like, they got an award for like a former walk-on that's now a scholarship. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, cool. This our Baker Mayfield. What's happening?
You know what, man? We actually got a buddy of ours. His son is up for the award down in Mississippi State, man. He won a scholarship this year. Scooby did. Yep.
LaFord.
Shout out to Scooby before, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Position?
Wide receiver, 24.
Wide receiver. I saw him out there.
Okay.
He eating. So yeah, man. Hope he get it. Stetson don't need it.
Yes, get the natty, Stetson. That's what the hell.
Exactly. We got other stuff to worry about.
Whatever you talking about.
Hey, man, as of now, we are 6.5-point favorites. I'm going to start with Shawty. I want you to tell me what you think that score going to be, man.
Wow.
It started out as 3.
Okay.
But then after Alabama struggled with Auburn, it went up to 6.5.
I say 17-10.
17-10. Low scoring affair. Okay. What you got on that, E-Rob?
Wow. I'm really 17-10. Yeah. So we're gonna score on them. I'm thinking 31-20.
Okay. 31-20. What you got, CA?
I got 28-10. I think it's gonna be clear, but they're gonna play, 28-10 a game. All
right, JV. We already know you think we're gonna do it. What you think that score gonna be?
Yeah, I'm running up on about 28-17.
Okay.
I think they're gonna try the highest score against our defense this year, but at the end of the day, we're gonna just overwhelm them with what we got.
Okay. I'm thinking more 41-21.
I like your score.
So everybody double digits, except one. I'm closer to Vegas.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be 41-21. I think it's gonna start out. It's gonna look like a heavyweight fight. We're gonna do what we've done to Alabama each time, even with Stetson last year when we went to Tuscaloosa. We put up 24 in the first half. I just feel like once we get and we're gonna keep that lead, they're gonna hit us with some stuff here and there. It might be a back and forth affair, kind of like one of them old Georgia-Missouri game when Missouri was throwing the ball all over us, and at the end of the game, we were like, oh, we beat them 41-21. I think it's gonna be something like that.
Coach.
I like it, Coach.
Hey,
that's my dog.
I'm tired of hearing about all this Alabama stuff, man. And they, listen, man, I'm about ready to go off on somebody say y'all ain't won no natty since 1980. I'm like, that ain't gonna help you on Saturday.
No.
Huh?
You ain't gonna start hearing it till we beat them. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the old Florida kind of type of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you gotta beat them until you beat them.
Right.
Listen, man, this my thing is, if you telling me when we talking, I get it. You want to hit us with the we ain't won since 1980, but if we talking about a game, the SEC championship, it is facts, but it has nothing to do with December the 4th.
Why don't you go off of what you? I mean,
no. Okay. The fact that we haven't won a championship has nothing to do. We've won SEC championships, right? Hold on. We've won SEC championships, right?
Right.
Yep.
And what's the game Saturday?
SEC
championship.
So 1980 had that. So when an Alabama fan says you ain't won since 1980, that's why we gonna beat you. That's not a football reason.
I stand correct. Okay, I go with it.
And see, like I told y'all, man, early in the season, I live here in South Carolina. That's all Clemson said, and the whole Clemson fans said in the whole offseason. We're gonna beat y'all because y'all ain't won no championship.
I wasn't going out SEC. I was just going out beating Bama. It didn't even got to be the SEC. I'm talking about just beating Bama.
That's what's crazy.
That's like Florida. We don't play Florida in the SEC championship, but everybody said we couldn't beat Florida. We had to eventually get over that mental and physical hurdle.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about when fans trash talk. What's funny is Alabama fans never say, well, y'all ain't beat us in 10 years or whatever. They just say, y'all ain't won since 1980. I'm like, that's not a football reason on why we're going to not, why you think we're not going to win the SEC championship. So let's get on to these picks, man. We got 2 weeks of picks to go over. You know what I'm saying? All right. So week 12, which was the week we played Charleston Southern. We've actually had 2 really good weeks.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Let me hear about it.
All right. So
you said we had 2 good weeks. Who are we?
We as in the
collectively?
The collectively, yes.
We all doing better numbers.
I came by myself.
Well,
you see? Yeah, I do.
Oh man. Okay.
Y'all
stupid, man.
All right. Right.
That's the wide house, man. Y'all can't do nothing with us.
All right, so this is what it was. It's actually each person had the same record for week 12 and week 13. So Thad, you was 5-1 both weeks.
Okay.
I was 5-1 both weeks. JV, you were 5-1 both weeks.
Golly, that's a lot, y'all.
Cool Cal was 4-2. E-Rob was 4-2. C-Rob was 4-2. And CAU was 4-2. That gives us overall new leader in the clubhouse, Thad, 43-28. Me and E-Rob are tied for second, 42-29.
Okay.
C-Rob and CA tied for third, 38-33. Cool Cal is 37-34, and JV is 36-35.
Everybody on fire.
You're above water though.
Hey, you're above water.
Started from the bottom, now we here, baby.
I think I started from the top. Now I'm down.
I wasn't gonna do that, JV. I was gonna leave that alone. But
how we finishing? I got C-Rob stacked on C ain't on here, man. How we finishing this thing off with the championship games, or what we doing? We never talked about
I say stop it right now, Coach. I won.
No.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
We got
Hold on. I forgot. Stat Dog C did give us the picks on the championship. He just didn't give us those spreads. Anybody got those picks pulled up?
Yeah, I got the picks pulled up.
All right, let's go through them.
All right, so these are no spreads. No spreads.
No spreads. Just straight picking the game.
Hold. So just win straight up. Straight up.
Yep, straight up.
Okay.
No spreads. Yep.
All right, so we got. I guess it's the ACC. This the ACC championship game.
That bad when that's how bad you know the ACC is right now. Like, you don't even know that's how bad it is.
But I didn't even know these were a championship game until you just said. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a championship game?
Yes.
Is that a basketball game?
Right.
And you know what? How many people gonna watch this game,
bro? Wake Forest fans, listen. Wake Forest. I'm gonna watch it because I want to see some football, but Wake Forest fans don't even really go to that. Like, that game will be about 50% of the stadium.
Oh wow! And the championship game,
bro. Like when Pittsburgh played Virginia Tech at home to see who was gonna control the Coastal, it was like about 60% full at Pitt. So you think they gonna leave from Pittsburgh to go all the way to Charlotte?
It's too cold,
hey, man. After that 4:00 SEC championship game, all ratings going down on college football. Ain't no other game worth watching. Everybody else got 2 and 3 losses. Like it really don't even matter almost.
I think I don't think they're gonna pay attention like they do our game, but I think Michigan fans want to know if they can beat Iowa.
Did they slide in the 2 tonight?
Yeah,
they slide Michigan.
Yeah, I think they have to.
Mm-hmm. So,
anyway, let's get back to this pick, man.
Pittsburgh and Wake Forest.
Pittsburgh and Wake Forest. What you got, CA?
I'm going Wake Forest, baby. I see him taking it all the way. It ain't about nothing.
What you got, JV?
Man, I got Pitt.
What you got, Tad?
I got Pitt too, straight up.
Who you got, Coach?
No. You gonna make me pick somebody? No.
Yeah, man. Pick.
This would be a good
what
win.
we gotta do.
I'm gonna go with Pitt, man. I'm gonna go with Pitt.
All right, I'm gonna go with Pitt as well with the quarterback.
Wake Forest couldn't stop us right now. Let's go grab 6 dudes.
Spit my beer out.
Grab 6 dudes off the street.
He's scoring.
Hey, bro. Hey, these are terrible championship games. So the
next stop, game, bro. Let's just don't pick, man. I won. Let's just stop.
No, we're gonna do it. But how many people gonna watch this game? Utah at Oregon.
I got Utah.
Did Oregon just lose to them?
Yeah, they did. They did. No, they lost to Utah like 35-7.
Damn.
Wow. Who you got on that one?
I got Utah. I was real.
Who you got, JV?
Man, I'm going Oregon, man. I know I'm finna steal all Thad's thunder because he was finna throw it right out there, but it's hard to beat a team twice.
There you go. That's his favorite. Same thing E-Ron said a couple of weeks ago.
Who you got that?
Oregon.
Who you got, Coach?
They ain't gambling for real.
I'm going with Oregon, man. They ain't playing at Utah this time. It's on the neutral field.
Well, I'm bucking. I'm going Utah. with the left hand hook, the left hook. Let's go, Utah. Stand up for your boy. All right. The next game we got is Western Kentucky at UTS, something called UTSA.
That's the team that was undefeated till last weekend when they played their rival North Texas and lost, got hammered by North Texas.
They lost to North Texas.
UTSA, Frank, UTSA, they got Frank Harris at quarterback. That dude been balling.
That's Quincy's guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I always see him posting about it.
What you got?
I'm running with him. I'm going with UTSA. Because I know where to go if they go wrong. Quincy gonna hear from me.
JB, who you with?
Yeah, man, I'm riding with the UTSA too, man. I think because they have been so good, they'll bounce back on this one. Shoot, it was a fluke last week.
Okay, shout it.
Roll with them too. How many syllables? I mean, how many initials they got?
Cream education.
Hey, I ain't never heard. You know what I'm saying? You can only see three syllables. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna roll with them. You know what I mean?
Hey, Coach,
I'm gonna buck the system. I'm going Western Kentucky in a barn burner.
Okay. All right.
You see it? That's so Midwestern.
I'm gonna go with UTSA. I'm with you, CA. I know where to go if they drop the ball. That's a good way to say it. They drop the ball. I know where to go with it.
Western Kentucky, is that where Jaden went? Didn't Jaden go to Western Kentucky?
I thought that's where he went.
Yeah.
We did wrong.
Hey, Western Kentucky been putting up
Jaden
points.
Hunter,
I think it's gonna be a shootout.
Western Kentucky.
It's gonna
Get you a sack.
It's gonna be a shootout, Coach.
It's gonna be a shootout, dog. Western Kentucky scoring everybody.
All right. All right.
They can't stop
a decent game.
They can't stop.
I'll watch that. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
All right, so the next game is decent. I'll probably watch it. Oklahoma State and Baylor.
Now that's a big game.
Yeah,
that's a big game.
Watch this.
That's at 12 o'clock though. You're right there. So nobody's still gonna be watching after I can.
Yeah. All right. What you got, CA?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Okay. What you got, JV?
Man, I'm rolling with Oklahoma State too, man. I believe in them boys. The boy playing defense for the first time in like 30, 40 years, and they offense kind of poke. Yeah.
Same way. Okie State.
Coach.
Hey, Okie State.
Well, yeah, I guess it's gonna be a clean sweep. I like Okie State. I like defense. All right.
That mean I can't lose no ground on this game.
Nah, I bucked on one of them.
He bucked on the Utah, Oregon.
No, I'm talking about this game.
Not this game, yeah, on this game.
Okay.
You can't lose no ground.
He point shaving already.
Look at him, point shaving.
W, baby.
Hey,
I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get the W. See?
I understand. You've been aiming for it all year. I understand.
look, you heard Coach down there.
I see you being.
That's why I took Western Kentucky. I gotta make up one game on this dude. I took Western Kentucky.
Think you need bragging rights, man.
All right, so let me get this straight. So the next game. Now this is a championship game. So USC made the championship. USC against Cal. So USC's in the championship game.
No. That's just a game that they play. Yeah.
What about the same thing?
They couldn't play that game because of COVID.
Different conference.
No, they played that. They couldn't play that game because of COVID.
They're in the same conference, ain't they?
They're in the same conference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even care about that conference. I don't even know
USC.
No, USC and Cal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. They had both teams had like 5 to 10 people that had COVID, so they couldn't play the game.
They just want to play. Their season over with, ain't it? Is anybody going bowling?
USC is.
That UCLA? I'm tripping.
Cal, homie.
No.
I don't know why I got UCLA in my mind.
Hey, CA, who you got in that game?
I got SC, man. No coach and all. They feeling good about the fact that they got somebody signed up. They're gonna show out now.
JV, who you with?
Man, I can't remember who I picked in this game. I think I took USC. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with USC. I have no confidence in that pick.
No, you picked Cal. Now I'm
all right, I'm gonna go Cal. Like I said, I'm gonna say with my chest.
Oh, look at him, man. Hold up, what we doing?
He going
everybody gonna take a USC, so I'm gonna try and make up a game. And I'm taking Cal.
What you got there?
I'm gonna take USC.
All right, what you got, Coach?
USC.
Yeah,
they're excited about Lincoln coming, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take USC for that reason right there. The city on fire right now, so I just feel like they're gonna be ready.
It's all strategic.
He didn't finalize that contract either, so he technically ain't gone yet.
He ain't finalized that? Wow.
It's still open. They say the ink ain't on the paper yet.
What's our HBCU game of the week?
Yeah, that would have docu-signed that, man.
Dog, as soon as they said plane and all that, yeah. Got it. All right. HBCU game, Prairie View at Jackson State. I don't know if it's a championship game. I don't know if they play a championship. I don't know. Prairie View at Jackson State. What you guys see?
I'm going with Jackson. See what Prime got going on one more time.
Okay. JV?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jackson State too, man.
Same here.
Coach?
Same here.
Hey, last something about Jackson State not making the playoff with Florida A&M going. Y'all heard anything about that?
Yeah, so Jackson State, I think this Jackson State Prairie View, that might be like the Celebration Bowl. No, something like that.
No, really?
No. Jackson State might be playing South Carolina State. But yeah, it's something weird when they make the playoffs. They get chosen for the playoffs or something like that. Because South Carolina,
it was like Jackson State should have went with Florida A&M.
Jackson State had the better record, but Florida A&M got selected or something. I don't know how they playoffs. I don't know how that.
That sounds like high school. I got eliminated 1 year behind Joe and Mint. Y'all can go where y'all can. What the heck?
I didn't know they did it like that.
Me neither.
Listen,
I got Jackson State too.
All right, that's clean sweep.
That's new to me. I never heard nothing like that.
All right.
When you play the game, then y'all just gonna pick somebody.
Real? Yeah, I could do that.
Y'all just discredit the whole league. One move.
They say, well, they deserve it. We'll just give it to them. So
anybody know in August. Tell me that in August. That way I can hit the transfer portal.
Oh, speaking of the transfer portal, Oklahoma has been losing players left and right.
They hemorrhaging.
They lost 3 today. I saw the first one.
They lost 3 today.
They lost 3 yesterday and 3 today. And then they done lost five commitments. And then Lincoln Riley so nasty. He was in the house of one of the commitments this morning with the USC stuff on.
These teams are limping into the SEC, and that's gonna be bad.
Brian, y'all see
that where Lincoln might know CA. He might try to get ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't want to do that every week. Man, he can go out west. He like, you know what?
I got Cal. Hell, there's one of them on their podcast don't even know who the hell Cal is. He called him at UCLA. Ain't they right there?
But folks, they giving out retirement money. These folks getting 10 years, 90, 100 million. That's like retirement money. Like, I don't care what, I'm just going to go. That's my retirement. Because if I don't even coach 10 years, you still got to buy me out.
That's the reason. That's the only reason you take the LSU job, leaving Notre Dame. You like, okay, this it. For 15 a year.
Just that last one.
What I'm saying, he got 10 years. That's the retirement package. See,
he building the house off the rip.
Oh man. All right, so we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. We think these dogs gonna do this thing on Saturday, man, and we're gonna roll into the playoffs as the #1 seed is what we all picking. And then from then on, line them up, whoever it may be. Anybody got anything else before we close this show out tonight?
Well, you said about best as I can say. Anybody after this game, I don't care. Line them up. Like I said, it's my barometer. Line them up after this one.
Go.
I like it. All right. For my boys, E-Rob, Thad, JB, CA, Homies Missing in Action, Cool Cal, and Stat Dog C. I'm Coach I. It's the Fanatic.
Championship week.
Championship week. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
See y'all at Mega Gate. Let's get it.